Today, I'm going to be cherry picking DoorDash and Uber Eats orders to see how much we can make on a Friday night dinner shift.
Let's go!
Cherry picking DoorDash Uber Eats orders, you got it. That's probably the best I've ever done. We are going to be cherry picking DoorDash and Uber Eats orders, already starting off beautifully with this $8.75 for 4 miles, better than $2 per mile. We also have this one coming up at 4:47 p.m. Officially accepted the first offer at 4 o'clock, but this one says it's going to be $15.15 for 23 minutes of work. Juicy right there. Obviously, we're going to take that one. That's pretty spectacular. As you can tell, I am sweating off my chicken McNuggets. It is a hot one, so we're hoping the orders are hot tonight. I'm going to go for 5 hours. I'm going to try to make $135, which is $27 an hour. I apologize for my voice crack. Oh, Chick-fil-A, more like not Quick-fil-A. I'm a college dropout. It really didn't take that long. The order was sitting there and I had to wait for somebody to come to the counter, and it took a while, and they didn't even say my pleasure, so corporate. So glad that order was dropped off, and Uber Eats decides, let's get this cherry picking on the way so we can finally take some Uber Eats orders with a $5.64 order for just 24 miles. $5 for 24 miles.
Oh my God!
Now, unfortunately, I can't take my HR rep to a Coldplay concert with this kind of dough, but it is going to get us to 4:47. It should take me like 15 minutes to do this order, and it'll be a perfect time where I can get to the Acme and do that $15.15 Uber Eats opportunity that we accepted earlier. That one's only gonna take 23 minutes, so let's do this one. It also brings me to our second goal of today. 135 for 5 hours is our first goal. Our second goal is to try and finish with $2 plus per mile at the end of the day. So all of our miles are going to be tracked by the Solo app. If you don't use the Solo app, basically it's perfect for gig workers. It tracks your miles automatically throughout your gig shift, so you don't have to. So whether it's Uber Eats and DoorDash and you're cherry picking, well, the Solo app's got your back. It puts their hand on your back and says, hey bud, I got you. If you want to check it out, linked in the description. You get a free week trial, and if you end up enjoying it and want to join after the free week trial, you get a bonus. Who doesn't love a bonus? Can't wait for me to finish this order so I can finally put a down payment on this freaking Ferrari. I'm gonna buy it off you, buddy. I'm getting $4.50. Alright, Wendy's order dropped off. Not the greatest order on earth. We knew that going into it, but we needed to do something to kill the time. Now we can go off to Acme and pick up this $15 order. Just got to the Acme, and again, with these new mail trucks, what? That's straight out of a cartoon. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs must. Dude, that thing cracks me up. Why does it look like that? Why? Why does it look like that?
What are those?
All right. Just one bag for the one order and then 4 for the other, and oh man, what the hell? Well, it's all fun and games until you get a 4-bag order that you can only carry 2 at one time, and you find an apartment complex that is just the most confusing thing on planet Earth, that has no tips on what doors are. There's no little button that says, hey, these numbers are this way. Oh my God. I'm dying, and I still have to do 2 more bags. I have to do another trip after this, and I still haven't found this place. I've gone down this hall, down that hall. What the hell? Oh, and to make matters worse, it has just started downpouring. Perfect. Finally dropped off the first part of the order. I found the door, and I thought I went down the right way, and I just ended up on the the complete opposite end. So this is why I don't normally have shopping orders on, because I normally get lost in apartment complexes very easily. If matters couldn't get any worse, we had this thing of roasted chicken. I guess it somehow has a leak in the bottom, and D-Bag Jr. is now covered in chicken grease. He smells like a Boston market. I am sweaty. I'm done with this negativity stuff. We're done. We're switching to earn by time on DoorDash. We got this order, I think it was 8.8 miles, something like that. 2 pickups, 2 drop-offs. Let's get back rolling here. Good thing about DoorDashing is, you know, it doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish. So we're gonna keep it rolling and we're gonna do well. We're gonna cherry pick, obviously, with earn by time and Uber Eats, but earn by time is great because, you know, if we have long waits, at least we'll get paid. Don't do this to me right now, catering bag. You stay. Oh, baby, as I'm pulling out of the parking lot, we get a Chick-fil-A add-on, making this a triple stack order, an extra like 5 miles, I think. So this order is probably going to take me like an hour at the minimum. All right, just picked up the order, and for the second straight time, the Chick-fil-A employee did not say my pleasure. So I guess I have to my pleasure myself. Wait, no. Oh, whoa.
Stop it.
Oh my gosh. A quadruple stack, folks. Plus we got peak pay out of the blue, $19.25 active hour. Oh my gosh. I hope that accounts for the rest of this entire order now that we are officially on the fourth part of this order. This is a quadruple stack. We got Mercado, 3.9 miles, something like that. Also, I'm not sure what the design process of this building was, but I mean, come on. Can we not all admit that this looks like something that's kind of not appropriate? I mean, you see it, and I'm not just an immature guy. I see it, you know? Do you see it? Clearly, it looks like a spaceship. How you doing? I guess you wonder where I've been, indeed. Also, this is now dropping off to this customer. So the Amore pizza order, one of the first orders we accepted, they're still waiting. I haven't even picked up their order yet. I don't know what DoorDash is doing. I don't know if this guy slept with Tony Shu's wife, or maybe, I don't know, maybe he was the HR rep. I don't know, man. I don't know what vendetta DoorDash has against this person, but they are still waiting for their order to even just be picked up. Am I missing something? Did an app update occur when I was sleeping briefly? What is this? A quintuplet? Quintuplet? 5 orders in one? We just got another Mercado order, and now our active rate is up to $23.25 now. What is going on? Is there no other dashers? They're just throwing peak pay out. They're throwing every order my direction. I'll take it. I mean, come on, another order. This is going to be the highest payout I've probably ever gotten on one single offer, just because it's 5 orders in one. I will not see any of the tips on any of these orders until it is all done. But now we are finally going to pick up that Amore pizza order. I guess Tony Shu forgave him. right, he picked it up, and of course, somehow, some way, I'm dropping off the order I just picked up from Rigtown. So, yet again, Amore Pizza guy, you can freaking wait. Also, this person left drop-off instructions at their door. It says, can you please add bread to this order? I don't make it. I can't just throw free bread in. Let me just grab the loaf out of my back pocket for you, son, and let me bake it real quick and put a little garlic on it for you. Sorry I'm not feeding geese and duck down by the pond. I don't have bread on me. We're finally getting the drop-off of one of the first orders we accepted. I don't know how DoorDash can do this. This person has put their order in over an hour and a half ago. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I got to take these orders, man. So this is going to take over an hour and a half. Bye. Okay, we'll be there. $49.87 for an hour and 31 minutes. The quintuplet order. I have probably been saying that wrong this entire time. I don't care. It was completed. Fasten seatbelt. Yeah, because we're in for a ride here, right? Honda Civic. Oh, no, you just worried about my safety. Fair enough.
Get some help.
But $50 for an hour and 30 minutes is just insane. And to make matters even more glorious, we get this Mike's Pizza order, $23.25 active hour for at least the next 30 minutes. And then there's peak bay all the way until about 9 o'clock. So we should be in for a very good night. We have done one Uber Eats order so far, and it was the bane of my existence. Manifest the good orders, folks, and they will come your way. Two pizzas, $48. That doesn't even include DoorDash fees or the tip on this. Lactose intolerance, thank you. You have saved me probably thousands of dollars that I would have spent 4 times a week on pizza. Pineapple on pizza. What do you guys think? When I ate pizza, I enjoyed it thoroughly. A little Hawaiian pizza, that's what this person ordered, and I enjoyed it thoroughly when I used to eat pizza. I'd be lying if I said this order didn't pique my interest. $41.87 for 28 minutes of work. 8 miles on Uber Eats. Yes, Uber Eats is back, folks. This is an order and pay where basically I have to go into the store and put this order in myself, wait for it, and then deliver it. I don't think that's going to take 28 minutes of work, but let's say it takes an hour. Okay, $41 in an hour. Juicy. So we are going to take this, obviously. Oh my Whitney Houston. I don't know what that means, but when we drop this off, it'll be about 35 total minutes to do this order. It's only like a 13-minute wait from the time I put the order in. I realize I probably... Zip it! I probably could have just called in the order and then got there. That would have made more sense. Well, that order officially took us to the $135 goal. However, it's only been 4 hours, so we still have about an hour left. I'm gonna try to get as much of the peak pay as possible out of DoorDash, and we'll see how much we make, but we've already hit our goal.
Rock to the rhythm, you don't stop.
This is like the first time we've cherry picked now. $10 for 12 miles up. No. Got back on DoorDash. We got this $10 for like 11.8 mile. If I'm not taking 12 mile, I'm not taking 11.8 mile either. It's the same damn thing. Then we got this order here, $25 for 11 miles. I matched it. I pressed as hard as I freaking could, and I got nothing. Somebody already matched with it, so Antonio.
My God.
But nonetheless, we did end up with this beauty here, $8 plus for 1.7 miles. This should be quite nice. Well, the order is picked up. I did go in there and I had to wait probably about 8 to 10 minutes. Nothing too crazy. But the best part about it is if I didn't have to wait, I would not have ran into somebody that that watches the video. So that was very nice. Glad to run into you at the Crispin Chicken. For somebody to recognize me and come up to me is so awesome. I still can't believe it, especially at 30,000 subscribers. I can't imagine people that have, you know, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So always a fun experience. Zoe mama, we ended up getting $12 for that order. Only took like 23 minutes. Not bad at all. Then I got this offer, $15 for 13.2 miles. I'm not taking that, especially how juicy it's been today. So we are cherry picking. We turned Uber Eats back on, so we're gonna see obviously what we can get. And immediately after, one nice sunset, immediately after saying that, we get a $9.25 for 2.8 miles. Actually not immediately, because we did get this 10-mile, $8 Walmart order from Uber Eats. No thank you. I hate Walmart orders. I wish there was a way I could kick them to the curb and throw them in the dumpster and light that puppy on fire, because dang, I hate Walmart orders. But I do love $9.25 for 2.8 mile order. Mile orders. I mean, we just hit the 5-hour mark. I still got 20 minutes left of peak pay, so I'm just gonna stick around and see if I can get one more order done.
Rock to the rhythm, you don't stop.
All right, final order, as we said, $7.50 for 7.2 miles. Psych, you haven't learned yet, we're not taking that stuff. We did get an $8.50 for 3.3 miles shortly after, which we wanted to make 135. It looks like we're probably going to end up with a little over 165, so we like that a lot. After it was all said and done, we worked a total of 5 hours and 12 minutes and made $165.67, or an hourly rate of $31.86. Just absurd for delivering food. Using the Solo app, we talked about it before. If you want to sign up, you get a free week trial using the link in the description. We drove 57.55 miles, or $1 per mile, of $2.88, crushing both of our goals of $135 and $2 plus per mile. I always say it, Friday night cherry picking is the best method. If you are part-time, which I believe every DoorDash should just be part-time, go out on a Friday night just for 5 hours. Make sure to drop a like on the video, as well as turn on post notifications, and bye.